Direction, connection, drives, patterns, stories. Have you ever wished you were somehow suddenly just intensely hypnotic with your language? So much so that persuasion and influence were easy, natural, and calmly authoritative. Well, that's what you can start to be, starting today, as I share with you the 5 pillars of intensely hypnotic, persuasive communication. And the first of these pillars is intent. And intent is knowing that you are in fact an archer and that you're shooting arrows of ideas and emotions, and that your communication has to be directed and it has to be going somewhere. Communication is my way of saying connection, and is my way of saying rapport. So communication, connection, rapport. This is the second pillar, connecting. First is intent or directionality. The second is connecting. And this is like if you were to throw seeds and they hit barren soil. There's just no way those ideas are going to germinate. But if the ground were fertile, the ideas you share with another person would grow and bear fruit and pass on. And if the ground were somehow primed to receive, like to take these seeds in, swallow them whole, bring them into the heart of the earth, well, these are the drivers. You see, if you speak about and speak to what's really important to a person, then you're fully, truly heard. You see, for some strange reason, people like to hear about themselves. And if you're talking about what's really important to a person, guess what? You are truly, truly heard. So, intention, connection, drives. And the fourth of these pillars is a pattern or patterns. And patterns, if you might like to think, are the very arrows that we shoot. These are word arrays and ways of bringing together words and concepts and phrases and ideas, so much so that resistance is limited or nullified and your idea is taken straight in and allowed to grow root in whoever you share these concepts with. And what better way for an idea to catch on than the fifth pillar, which is a story, and which is why I've been speaking with you in symbols as well. Because when we speak about an archer, knowing and waking up to the fact that he's an archer and that he has arrows and that he can shoot his arrows and that his arrows are like seeds and they can be allowed to grow within the soil he shoots them into, that target, that heart and soul of a person, I'm speaking in metaphor. I'm speaking in story. You see, nothing carries so well in society than a story. Stories are stronger than studies. No matter how good your data is, somebody with a better story will trump how viral an idea gets. And that's both a good thing and a bad thing, because sometimes it's the wrong idea. It's just a better story. So, to recap, the 5 pillars of intensely hypnotic, persuasive, and influential hypnotic languaging are direction, connection, drives, patterns, and stories. And if you'd like to go deeper, exploring all of these aspects, and in particular, the very arrow we shoot, the patterns, those secret, juicy patterns, well, we're going to talk about them in our Hypnotic Language Mastery class. And we hope to see you then, even as you think about where in life you're going to be applying these juicy tidbits in. See you then. Cheers.